Welcome to our second tutorial video on the Spatial Audio Workstation, in short SAW, by the ENCIRCLED Audio Solutions company. In our first tutorial video, we gave you an overview about the plugin, where to get it, how to activate it, and some insights about the graphical user interface. In this video, we explain how to create a Nuendo project from scratch using the SAW as your object-based panning tool in internal mode on a 5.1 surround speaker setup, and getting ready to move on to external mode to work on a customized speaker layout based on Iosono design guidelines. The internal mode allows you to work without our Iosono processing hardware and pre-listen to your mix before rendering to flexible speaker layouts with a much higher speaker count. The external mode connects to an Iosono processing hardware over network and audio routing via MADI, Dante or AES separately. But more on that in our third tutorial video. To get you started mixing, open Nuendo on your Windows computer. Remember, the SAW is only available for Windows operating systems and Steinberg's Nuendo DAW. In this tutorial video, we use Nuendo 12, but all other versions out there are compatible with this plugin. Create a new project and select a folder where to save it. On the blank session, go to Project, SAW, Show Window, and press Activate. In Settings, Project Settings, check Internal Processing and select Active Bus Arrangement 5.1 and press OK. In Nuendo, go to Studio menu, Audio Connections, select the Outputs tab and connect the SAW internal mix bus with your audio interface. In our case, it is a RME HDSPE MADI, and the 6 5.1 channels are routed automatically to MADI channels 1 to 6. Close Audio Connections. Add an audio track in the project menu with Add Track Audio. For working with the SAW, we select the configuration mono and audio outputs SAW internal mix and Add Track. Go to Edit Channel Settings. With right-click on the surround panel, choose the Spatial Audio Workstation. Close the small pop-up window and close the Channel Settings window. In Windows SAW, switch to SAW Window and you see the first object appears that is representing the audio track in your Nuendo session. With a right click in the stage view, select Show Speakers and you will see speaker symbols of your selected bus arrangement. Move the object to its desired position, for example, front left. To make this object audible, we have to put some audio on the track. In Media, open Pool, Window, press Import, select the destination where your mono track is stored, select the desired mono file and open. Copy the file to Project folder and OK. Drag this file to your Nuendo track and hit space to start playback of this file. You should hear the playback coming from your left speaker now. Select the playback range in Nuendo and hit Cycle in the transport bar to loop the playback. Hit space and go to Window Spatial Audio Workstation. Select the object and move it around on the horizontal plane and you should hear the sound coming from your speakers according to your movement. If this is not the case, check the routing of your audio connections. In this section, you can find all single object parameters available to create a spatially immersive audio mix. The parameters will change and alter the behavior of the selected object directly in the panel, object list or layer list on the right. Imagine a complex mix of up to 64 objects that are represented in this single window and give access to their behavior. Now, we want to record the automation of one mono object in a more complex mix. Click on Right in the SAW window for one selected object. Hit play of a selected loop section, grab the object and draw a circular movement. You should hear the object movement in your setup accordingly. Release the mouse, stop playback and the automation for this object is displayed as a yellow line in the SAW panel. Deselect right, keep read for the object, and hit play with the space bar again. Now the object moves along the yellow automated path and should be audible in your speaker setup accordingly. The SAW offers different automation modes such as touch, auto latch, prime latch, and to end. These different modes change the behavior of writing automation when touching and releasing an object. Please refer to the manual for a detailed description of these modes. The manual is a great document to give you all the details of the variety of creating and editing automation paths in the SAW, such as real-time automation as described above, but also move automation to create simple straight paths, jump automation to create instant movements, drawing in X, Y, and Z values directly in Nuendo's automation lanes. Great! Now that the most intuitive way to position a sound object, the real-time automation for a single mono object, is done, we are ready to move on to external processing with an Iosono processor on customized speaker layouts. But first, let's take a break now and let it all sink in. So, this is the end of our second tutorial video on the SAW for getting a mixing session started in Nuendo from scratch. Lay it out to 5.1 setup in internal mode and create intuitive automation for a single mono object. We hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. See you later in our more in-depth tutorial videos for the Spatial Audio Workstation. Bye for now from ENCIRCLED.